stop. So personally, how would you rate your driving out of 10?
On a scale from 1 to 10?
Yeah, 10 being perfect.
10.
Hey guys, today we have another learning driver who will attempt to pass a mock driving test with me. So, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Godswill. I'm 17. I turned 17 last month, and I think I'm a confident driver, which is why I'm on the channel today to show you guys how to get past really.
Okay, so tell us a bit more about you only turned 17 about a month ago, yeah? So how much lessons in that have you had?
I've had like 5 lessons, though each like an hour and a half. I do lessons with DGN actually.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Oh, so you got one of our instructors?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, you know, so you better be driving good.
Yeah.
Okay, I better not mention your instructor's name just yet. Okay, right. Yeah, any questions before we start?
Nah, I haven't got any questions.
Cool. So, yeah, whenever you're ready, Godswill, if you could move off, please.
Okay.
So, apart from those 5 lessons, have you done any other driving?
Nah, not really, no.
No?
No.
When you said not really, what does that mean?
Nah, I've drove with my parents before.
Okay.
Yeah, I've drove with them before, but...
So, personally, how would you rate your driving out of 10?
On a scale from 1 to 10?
Yeah, 10 being perfect.
10. I'd say 10.
Okay.
When moving off in traffic, always check both side mirrors to look out for cyclists. Godswill carries out good mirror checks. Again, he checks the correct mirrors before steering to the right to overtake these parked vehicles. And when passing them, he keeps a good distance. Always try and keep a meter away, which gives enough space for a car door to open.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
That's fine.
When parking up, he parks opposite the road to our right. You should park at least 10 meters away from a junction.
Thank you, and move off when you're ready.
He carries out good observations before moving off, checking both blind spots, and then moves off well. Godswill seems a bit stressed about this uphill junction.
So deep breath for the hill.
Yeah.
End of the road, turn left. It shouldn't be a problem for a 10 out of 10 driver.
Yeah, don't worry.
He shows good control and doesn't roll back or stall.
Well done. You were stressing for no reason.
Yeah, no need for me to stress really.
And if you could turn left, please, just at these lights.
At this left turn, when the lights turn red, many learners tend to stop. We're not passing the lights, we're turning just before them. There is no light to our left and no stop line. There are giveaway markings, so before entering the new road, it's important to look to the right and stop for any approaching vehicles. Godswill demonstrates this really well. A really good start by Godswill, but now begin all the serious faults. If you want to avoid serious faults on your driving test and save time and money on your driving lessons, then I suggest you download the Ultimate Driving course. It's a course that I've designed myself with all my experience and teaching techniques I've used over the years. And for any of you that still need to pass the theory test, There is a theory section which has everything you need, including hazard perception clips, and the theory section is totally free. Godswill is focused on not going over the speed limit, so keeps looking down to check his speed, but doesn't check the mirrors once during this clip. Your center mirror should be checked roughly every 10 seconds.
Driving part now, where I want you to follow signs to Warsaw.
Okay, that's fine.
When turning right or left at a roundabout, you should signal on the approach as you would at a normal left or right turn. Godswill signals as he enters the roundabout. Godswill exits onto the right hand lane. He should have exited onto the left, as Warsaw is left at the next roundabout. When I tell him that Warsaw is to the left, he moves to the left without assessing the speed and distance of the blue car behind us, and causes that driver to slow down.
Warsaw's left at the next roundabout.
Okay, that's fine.
Now the driver behind gets revenge. As we're about to join the carriageway, the driver behind overtakes and keeps to the left lane when he could have moved over to the right. He puts us in a difficult situation, but Godswill notices what's going on and handles it really well. I know we always say don't ever get too close to the vehicle in front, but Godswill leaves too much space. Around 2 meters is more than enough. I've asked Godswill to follow signs to West Bromwich M5, which is straight ahead, second exit. Godswill goes the wrong way and turns left instead. Going the wrong way isn't a problem, but he doesn't signal at all.
Have you done much sign following before?
Nah, not really. Yeah, I can't lie. I went the wrong way still.
The speed limit on this road that we are entering is 20 miles per hour. Godswill doesn't notice this. After holding back well for these oncoming vehicles, he builds up his speed and at one point reached 25 miles per hour. This roundabout coming up is a spiral mark roundabout. Godswill follows the markings just how you should. I thought this was impressive for someone who's only done a few lessons. Now I'm going to ask Godswill to do an emergency stop. He hasn't done this before.
Shortly I'm going to actually do the emergency stop, yeah?
When stopping, his reaction was too late. He went for the clutch first and was gentle on the brake before applying firm pressure to stop. That firmness should have been applied as soon as I signalled him to stop.
Stop. Stop. Thank you. And move off when you're ready, please.
When moving off after an emergency stop, you must check both blind spots. He doesn't check.
I felt like I broke your car for some reason. No.
It's okay.
Okay.
And at this roundabout, if you could turn left, please.
At this roundabout, Godswill decides to go just because the cars next to him go. This would be okay to do if the vehicle next to you was a large lorry. The other thing was that we were turning left, which meant we were taking the same path as the van that was approaching. Whereas the two vehicles next to us were going straight and right, so we're out of the way and didn't slow the van down as we did.
Still feel like you're driving 10 out of 10?
Nah, maybe like 8 out of 10 now.
Now I'm going to be asking him to do the reverse parallel parking maneuver. It doesn't go too well.
So you just set the camera outside, yeah?
That's fine. I'm not gonna have to do the reverse parking thing.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
As I set up the camera outside, Godswill gives himself a pep talk.
Aye, man's cooked, bro. Nah, this parking is easy. It's easy, trust me. Done this. Aye, it's putting me on the spot though. Big camera on my face, everything. Out there. God, this just look cool.
Okay, if you could carry out the reverse parallel parking maneuver using this car in front. Yeah, so pull up next to it, then finish fairly close to the curb, and you can leave a bit more space than this, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to finish this close.
Okay.
From the moment he started this maneuver, Godswill got the control wrong. He was just too quick, getting too close to the parked car when getting the starting position. And when reversing, he was bringing the clutch up too high, which led to stalling and moving too fast. He should have kept the clutch down and let the car roll back as we were on an uphill slope. Because of the poor control, we ended up mounting the pavement.
Think I can do that again?
You're done now.
And now while I'm collecting the camera, Godswill gives his thoughts on that parking.
Eesh. Can't lie, I'm failing my test if I have to do this one. Good on a big YouTube as well. Oh, mate. Oh, man. Oh.
That's the end of the test, and the feedback for this driving test will be in a separate video as many of you have requested. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video.
And cancel the signal. Switch off the engine for me. That's the end of the test.
Okay.
Anything you did?